How do you make ChatGPT write like you? It is very, very important that you still maintain your authentic tone when you're writing using any of the AI tools, whether it is ChatGPT, whether it is Jasper or Copy.ai. If there is no authenticity in what you write, people are just going to know that this is AI generated, and there is no point in just copy pasting what these LLMs give you. So how do you make sure you still use AI, but have a tone that is authentic to you, and make sure that you convey what you want to say in your own tone with respect to your own ideas? So this is a two-step process. I will also give you a bonus at the end of the video, and I think you should use it with discretion, not just go all in on that and overuse it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you have a LinkedIn account, or if you have a blog, or if you have a newsletter, or if you even have a set of videos that you made for YouTube, all you need to do is a set of that script or transcript, the transcribed version of whether it is a video or a document that contains all your posts that you've written in LinkedIn. Now, there are ways you can go ahead and do it using transcribing. You can go ahead and transcribe your YouTube videos. Just take the video, convert that into text file using a simple app called Converter app, and it'll give you a bunch of text files. You don't have to do everything at once. If you have about 1,000 videos, start doing 10 videos at once each day, which means that you will have about 100 scripts which are your original speaking tone, right? I believe most of us have researched, and we are not just saying whatever ChatGPT is giving us, even if we are using a teleprompter. So basically have those somewhere into a document. And what I'm trying to show you now is how can you do that using LinkedIn. For example, if you go to LinkedIn, and if you have a bunch of articles that you have written, or if you have a set of posts that you have made, there are two ways to do that. One is go to your profile and say there is something called as data settings and privacy. Under settings and privacy, go to data privacy. When you go to data privacy, you can get a copy of your data. Now, this is where you can go ahead and download your articles, recommendations, invitations, registrations, profile information. But most of us have not written any articles, or I don't think it is a consistent practice for us to write articles, but all of us would have made posts even before AI had come in. So this is, and if you have only used AI and if you have copy pasted information on your profiles, do not do this, because it will only backfire. Because if you're feeding your AI system with what is given by AI, which means you will get more stuff which sounds like AI. So that's a bad idea. So you need to go ahead and look at what your authentically written posts have been in the past. And since you can't find that, you have to use a third-party scraper like Apify. Now go to Apify and look for LinkedIn post scraper. You will find it. There is also a free version most of the times. So go to Apify and find a LinkedIn post scraper. You will find it for free most of the times, because they have a free trial for a day or for a limited number of credits. So go to your LinkedIn profile and browse all. Go to your LinkedIn profile and look for the section which says posts. Now let's say home. Go to here. It says posts and activity. Where is that? Oh, come on. So go here and it says posts and activity. Click on that. Right. So you see this linkedin.com/in/your profile. It says recent activity/all. Now this is all the post information that you need to extract. Okay, I think we missed that step. Let's do it from the beginning. So let's say LinkedIn post scraper, because I've been using it. It is not asking me for something called as a cookie information, but if you're using it for the first time, it will ask you. So go to try for free, and then it'll open up the LinkedIn post scraper. Right. So this won't be there most of the times. So you need to go ahead and put in your source URL, which is my LinkedIn ID with all the posts that I want to extract. And I need to go ahead and put in something called as cookie information. Let's see what happens if you don't do that. Let's say save and start. It'll ask you to put in your cookies, right? Since you don't have cookies, you have to install a free Chrome extension called Cookie Studio, I believe it's called. Go to cookie editor, okay, export, say JSON, now it's copied, come to Apify, go back to the actor. Now these are cookies which are expired. I think you need to put in a fresh set of cookies and say save and start. When you do that, it will go ahead and start your run, which means it will start extracting all the information about the posts that you have made on your account, right? We'll wait only for, let's say, 5 of them. It's scraped about 10 posts so far, right? It is scraping posts from my account. It scraped another 10 posts. So let's give it One more try and then let's stop it. Okay, now it's scraping from here. Okay, it's scraped 10 more posts. So I'm just going to abort this because we don't need all the posts. This is only for demo purposes. Now it's aborted. Now you can come here and export. You can export this using a CSV format, say download. Okay, that's my CSV file with all the downloads. So click on this. Okay, now these are all the posts that I have made. Right now, this is my post. It's posted on about lead generation group. Now it gives me a list of all the posts that I have made, right? So let's see. Okay, now this is the post information that I have made, right? There are some of them are YouTube videos, but some of them will be out and out posts. Okay. Right. Now, since I have all the post information that I have made here, now is the time for me to go to ChatGPT. And remember, you can also do this for any of your videos you have done on YouTube, not Apify, but you can go to Converter app and then start transcribing your videos into text. That will give you a bunch of text files of stuff being spoken in your own tone, in your own language, right? So now I come here, I go to GPTs, I create a custom GPT. Now these are my GPTs. I want to create a custom GPT. Now what do I want to create? Right, I need to configure it. Okay, what name your GPT? Content ideas in my tone, or just say these are not ideas. This is content in my tone. Okay, this is a collection of all my posts in my style. Right now, go on and ask for an input. Save it as input and research all the irresistible content I can make for the desired topic, which is input. Then write everything you can in my tonality using my style, but with better storytelling, right? Now this is just keeping it simple. Okay, and I'm just going to say, what do you want to talk about? Okay, you need an input. Now upload files, come here and you will go ahead and go to downloads. This is the one. You can even make it even better by, let's say, if this is the file, you don't need most of this information, right? You only need, okay, see if there are no long posts that you have made, then you can ignore all of those things. Now, I think technically this is what seems like the body of the post that I have made, right? So I'm just going to retain this column and I can remove everything else, right? So then let's say I will upload this. Okay, and then I will save this. That's about it. I have configured it, right? I will say, once it's configured, I will say create my GPT. I'll keep it private for the time being. I will save it. Okay, you can view the GPT now. Right? This is my GPT. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is, if you have a LinkedIn account, if you have made YouTube videos, if you have made Instagram posts, if you have made Instagram reels, compile all of those into different folders of all the text that is either a video that is transcribed or the posts that you have made on LinkedIn or any of the platforms into respective documents. Upload all those documents into your custom GPT. Now, this is trained to speak, talk, write like you. When you do that, when you feed in your own idea, it starts writing in your own tone, which means that is a superpower, right? Let's try something. I don't think it'll come out accurately because we have just demoed it with just 4 posts. But let's say if you want to demo it and say, let's talk about AI lead gen today, right? It will go ahead and look at those documents, reference those documents, understand what I have been speaking about, right? And then it will start giving me these ideas. Now, can you write about GEO in my tone? per the source uploaded. You don't need to say all this, but I'm just saying it for better understanding. There is hardly any information in that which is about me, but technically you will have a lot of information based upon how much content you have posted all the from all the years. Okay, now this is going and writing about this in my style. Here is what the smartphones are optimizing for now, GEO this, right? So this is basically how you can go ahead and use ChatGPT to write in your own tone. But here is a simple bonus that I want to give you that you can use sparingly. Don't overdo this. Most of the times it is not what to write that confuses us. It confuses about how to write something that, most of the times it is not how to write something that confuses us. What confuses us is, what do I write about? I need ideas, right? When you know that you need ideas and when you know you're struggling for ideas, just like how you have been working with this GPT. Now let's go to my GPT. Where is that? Okay, this here. Come here and say, edit this GPT. So most of the time, since we are struggling about what do we write about and the ideas that you would want to write about, what you can upload here are scraped posts of your favorite LinkedIn creator, which means I'm not saying copy paste whatever they have done and replicate those ideas. If you like somebody's style of writing, if you like somebody's ideation process, if you like the kind of posts that they make, which almost make them go viral all the while. Now, what you can do is you can extract their posts and you can upload those documents here, say competitor documents. And what you need to give here or tell this here is very important. Now, what do you want to write about is this, right? Now, based on the input, I need you to ideate, predict, relevant, engaging post ideas, right? Post ideas only and not post content that is not a replica or a copy of what has been uploaded, right? So you're basically telling the system that use that as an input, predict what will work, research, and then come up with similar ideas that are equally engaging and relevant and not replicate what you have already done. So this is something that you can do with your favorite creators, favorite videos, favorite video creators, favorite YouTubers. Now get that information as a source, build it upon what they already have, and stay different and stay unique in your own style by just using them as a reference. And as I said, use this sparingly. That's about it. Thank you so much. This is how you make ChatGPT or AI tools to write like you, speak like you, think like you. I hope you appreciate this. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put it down in the comments and I will revert to you. So much. My name is Casey. This is Boring AI Company, which is not boring at all.